Hi, welcome to Scott's Garden. It's February and time to think about planting, at least indoors. Outside it's pretty cold and wintry. But I decided to do a video about planting indoors and doing your starts. I bought seeds from different seed companies. I've got some from a local nursery here in town. I've got some from that you buy at the local stores, like a hardware store. Then I've also got some here from Gurney's, Burgess, and also a new one, Swallowtail. And I really like the Swallowtail seeds. They've been a little bit more expensive, but I think they're going to do really well. So let's go ahead and talk about what to do when to start your seeds. Okay, I've tried many different methods, and this year I thought about, well, I should look at starting them inside using pellets, peat pellets, and using something like this that I got from Home Depot. The more I thought about it, the top is not really tall, so you won't be able to keep your plants inside the greenhouse part for very long. So I decided to go for something a little bit different. So I went to Walmart and got these tubs. The small ones were about $5 and about $7 for the really tall ones, because I want to keep them growing in a nice humid environment and still have it kind of closed until they get really tall and healthy. So I went ahead and bought 2 of each kind to see how it goes. So I decided also on 2 different kinds of methods. So one was I went with the peat pots, just like at the Home Depot. You just buy a box like on the dresser here of pellets. This one came with 24. These ones are size about 1 5/8 inches by 1 5/8 inches. Once they you put them in warm water and let them grow. So I did that, and you can see they're in this. I just kind of evenly spaced them. We're going to see how that works this year. I'm doing 50% garden vegetables and the other 50% of flowers for my flowering pots. And we'll see how those go this year, and we'll watch those as they grow. So then for bigger items, I wanted to try using a deeper container, as well as using 4-inch pots. And then also some of them, since I couldn't fit more of the 4-inch pots, I went with styrofoam cups. The styrofoam cups are pretty cheap. You can buy a whole packet of these at your local departments or a discount store for about $1.50. The 4-inch pots come in a container. It's all self-contained like the one from Home Depot. It just didn't come with a lid. And the individual 4-inch pots can be broken up if you want, or they come in one sheet and sit down in a inner container. So that was about $5 for one of those. So I'm doing them exactly the same. 1 container for flowers, 1 container for vegetables. So for the vegetables, I'm doing things like green peppers, tomato plants, things that I want a good start. I'm doing Brussels sprouts, and then also artichokes that I got from Swallowtail. And we'll see the difference between the cheap seeds and the specialized nursery seeds. So to mix up the bigger pots, I'm using Jiffy Natural and Organic Seed Starting Mix. It's a really fluffy mix that is just like peat, great material for starting plants. It says greenhouse quality. You just, but it's very dry, so you put it in a bowl and mix it with water until it's pretty moist. Then you just transplant that and put that in your starting box and fill it up, and then put your seeds in. Most of the seeds for the flowers will have directions from the nursery. A lot of them were just either just barely press the seed inside the dirt, or press it in the dirt and lightly cover. Your vegetables are more like 2.5 to 3 times the seed size, so a lot of them get planted about a quarter inch to a half inch deep in these pellets, and again they're 1 5/8 inch deep. Then I've put them. I have a spare bedroom. I don't have grow lights yet this year. We'll maybe see how that would go in the future, but for now I have a south-facing spare bedroom that I'm putting them in and keeping the lids on them and spraying them lightly with a water spray bottle once a day to keep the inside moist and keep them growing. And then I'm keeping the room temperature about 70 degrees to give them a nice warmth to grow in. We want to have these nice healthy plants before I put them outside or into the garden. And what's amazing is I just planted these 5 days ago, going on 6 days, and it's amazing. Let's take a look at these. Look at those already after just 5 days, or like I said, maybe it's been 6. That is, we're getting some growth on here. These ones are for my planters. The ones in the back that are doing the best are some geraniums, seed geraniums. Those are doing really well. And off here on the sides in the cups, also some seed geraniums really poking up. And this other one is Love Lies. We'll have to talk about that in a different video, but those are really coming up. Let's look over at the vegetables. We have some vegetables coming up here. We got broccoli already coming up, so when the snow goes away, we'll be able to plant some really nice broccoli plants and get them going. I'm trying to do this inside because I live in Idaho and we don't have we have cold nights, and so it's a little harder to grow things here. Some more of the Brussels sprouts. So the broccoli and the Brussels sprouts are really going. And then over here, I did some cherry tomatoes already coming up. So those are looking really good. So the pot mix is doing really well. You can see here we just have a few little starts going there on that box. This box has a few more that have come up, and so I'll try to talk about those as they get growing. So we'll see the difference as this go. You can see there's some good moisture on the ground, so the boxes are keeping the moisture in there. So we don't want to have standing water, but some good moisture to keep it humid inside the pots. So all right, I'll try to keep a video going here once a week so that we can see the progress of the plants. Thank you for joining me here at Scott's Garden. Remember to keep your plants warm and the environment a little humid inside that box, and keep it rotating at different positions in the room so that each one is getting some good sun. Again, from Scott's Garden, have a good day.